A man in court for a deadly shooting at a local fast food restaurant that killed one of the employees. Today, witnesses describing the scene as gunfire erupted.
Fallout from that incident that unfolded during a local high school basketball game. The action being taken by one district over what some are calling a racist act, and what comes next.
And the CDC's findings on whether there is a link between certain COVID vaccines and reports of a rare condition in young adults. How many people have been affected so far? ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Virginia Cha. And I'm joined by my co-anchor, Jim Patton, here. And we're going to get to Jim in just a moment. But right now, this is happening. The man accused of killing a Church's Chicken employee and severely injuring two others in Otay Mesa is in court for a preliminary hearing. ABC 10 News reporter Marie Cornell is live in Chula Vista. Marie, what's happened so far?
So, Virginia, the prosecutor says she plans to call 6 people to testify. We've already heard from one witness, a woman who was at the drive-thru at the time of the shooting, and she described seeing a man pointing a gun at employees.
We drove across the street to the Arco gas station.
Other than the initial shots that you heard that you thought maybe were fireworks, did you hear anything else?
Yes.
What else did you hear?
We heard a couple more shots.
When you heard those couple more shots, were you looking at the person?
That was when I was looking at the person.
What did you see?
Him shooting a couple more shots towards that way of the kitchen.
The defendant, Albert Blake, was also in court and didn't show much emotion as he listened to a witness describe what happened in November of 2019. Blake is accused of shooting 3 employees inside of this Church's Chicken restaurant in Otay Mesa, killing Maribel Ibanez and seriously injuring 2 others. Investigators say this all started when Blake tried to use a fake $100 bill to pay for his food. And witnesses say he became angry when Ibanez wouldn't accept it. They say Blake left but returned 10 minutes later and started shooting at employees in the restaurant. The woman who was at the drive-thru says after hearing the shots, her and her husband drove off. She says she saw the shooter leave and they came back to help.
What did you do next?
Drove back to the Church's Chicken.
And why did you go back there?
Because I knew they got hurt.
So what was your purpose in going back there?
To see if they needed help.
Also expected to be called is a little girl who was inside of the restaurant at the time of the shooting. The prosecutor says this will likely take all day. At the conclusion of this, the judge will determine whether there's enough evidence to move forward with the trial. Live from Chula Vista, Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.
Marie, thank you. New fallout overnight from that incident at a high school basketball game over the weekend when players for Coronado High School and fans threw tortillas at players from a predominantly Hispanic school. After an emergency meeting last night, Coronado Unified School District fired the coach of the team behind the incident from Coronado High. After the game, the head coach was seen yelling at an opposing coach. We're still trying to figure out saying exactly what, and then others started throwing the tortillas. A player for the Coronado High expressed some regret over the incident.
You have to be kind of sensitive to how they believe it looks, and throwing those tortillas, at a predominantly Hispanic school, it doesn't look good. You kind of have to look at both perspectives, because if I'm a black man, if I was at another school and somebody was throwing stuff that seemed racist, if they were throwing bananas or throwing watermelon, I'd be pretty upset.
The investigation into the incident is still not over. CIF and Coronado Police Department are both looking into it and could take weeks to announce their findings. The NAACP, meanwhile, is pushing the district to take further measures to educate the players involved.
We want to get you to some breaking news in the nation's capital where several people hurt when this pedestrian bridge collapsed. It happened earlier this morning in northeast Washington, D.C. First responders say at least 6 people are injured, 4 taken to a hospital. There were some vehicles under that bridge, but crews appear to have gotten everyone out. No word yet on what caused that bridge to collapse.
New today, Vice President Kamala Harris reportedly planning a visit to the U.S.-Mexico border, and that's according to a report this morning from Politico. They say Harris plans on stopping in El Paso later this week, and that would come a few weeks after her trip to Central America and Mexico, where she met with leaders there to address issues driving mass migration. Republicans had urged her to visit the border itself. Since taking office, one of the main issues Harris has been tasked with tackling the growing number of migrants heading to the U.S. from our south.
New this morning, the Sheriff's Department taking an unusual approach to solving a year-old murder case. ABC 10 News reporter Jared Aaron shows us why they went door to door in Spring Valley to search for clues.
It's been a little more than a year since Kenneth Love II was shot and killed while guarding a dispensary inside that industrial park. A lot's changed since then. The dispensary has shut down. What hasn't changed? The Sheriff's Department's passion for solving this case. Wednesday morning, they went through this entire neighborhood, passing out these flyers asking anyone for any information.
Hi, do you have a minute?
Lieutenant Thomas Seaver led a team of detectives and volunteers through Spring Valley Wednesday.
We're not giving up.
Walking and talking to people who may be able to help solve a murder.
There's still leads that we're following. There's still evidence that we're still looking into. So until there's nothing left to it, we're going to continue to push the investigation.
It was a different scene on June 2nd, 2020, the night Love was killed. The flyers had a link to this surveillance video showing a person of interest. Deputies hope someone in the area knows who he is or has information about a white 2018 Toyota Camry he was seen driving that day.
We're pushing on this one because we really do believe that we can solve it. But we need the community's assistance to look at the video and come forward with any information they have about this.
Seaver says every murder is important to his department, but this one stands out because Love was a pillar of his community.
He was a member of his church. He was a father. He was a husband. This was a very tragic incident. It's impacted this community, so we're stepping up to match what the community is bringing out.
There is a $4,000 reward for any information that leads to an arrest. You can make an anonymous tip to Crime Stoppers, and we've put a link to this flyer and the video on our website, 10news.com. In Spring Valley, Jared Aarons, ABC 10 News.
CDC panel is considering its next steps this morning after determining that there is likely a link between COVID vaccines and a number of cases of myocarditis in young people. Safety panel met this morning to discuss the issue, rare condition that causes heart inflammation. Doctors today looked at the data linking about 1,200 cases to first or second doses. That's out of hundreds of millions of shots administered to the U.S. Local doctors say the silver lining is that it shows health officials are taking safety concerns seriously.
Good thing. It means that the monitoring system that they have is working, and they're going to work to see if there is a link.
Now, of those 1,200 cases, most of them impact men under 30 and 80% fully recovered. CDC says it's going to look into the reports further and try to figure out the possible long-term effects before taking its next step.
Well, the latest on the pandemic now as experts grow more concerned about the Delta variant spreading here in the U.S. Health officials are urging everyone, and particularly younger people, to get vaccinated to help stop this variant from spreading and hurting more people. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
As the U.S. turns the corner in this pandemic, now averaging 25 times fewer new cases than just 5 months ago, new fears the Delta variant could set us back.
The Delta variant is currently the greatest threat in the U.S. to our attempt to eliminate COVID-19.
The variant, originally from India, now discovered in at least 47 states and accounting for 1 in 5 cases here in the U.S. The numbers doubling every 2 weeks, and now concerns it could mutate. A new Delta Plus variant already found in India.
We know our vaccines work against this variant. However, this variant represents a set of mutations that could lead to future mutations that evade our vaccine.
Health officials say the key to stopping it is more shots into arms, particularly when it comes to young people.
We've got to stop it, and we've got to stop it by getting people vaccinated.
Right now, only about a third of 18 to 24-year-old Americans have been vaccinated. That age group seeing the highest rate of cases along with 25 to 34-year-olds.
The reality is many younger Americans have felt like COVID-19 is not something that impacts them, and they've been less eager to get the shot.
We've been seeing much younger patients, and unfortunately, all of those unvaccinated and very sick.
The Biden administration was hoping to have 70% of American adults partially vaccinated by July 4th, but now say it'll take longer than expected to reach that goal.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
This morning, one person killed in a rollover crash near San Isidro. Happened on the 805 at about 3:15 this morning. According to crews on scene, the driver was ejected and pronounced dead after it appears the car went up an embankment. CHP is investigating the cause of that crash.
This morning, a new trolley station dedicated to veterans and military members. That station is located in La Jolla, and it's called the VA Medical Center Trolley Station. These are pictures that show members of SANDAG and officials from the VA San Diego touring that station in April. It's one of 9 along the Mid-Coast Blue Line. The station will give veterans access to the hospital and give staff at the VA new transportation options.